for?
That gator is fast.
I love it.
I don't know.
I was going to go with tell grandma it's Florida, but I like yours better. This show is Florida Tonight. I'm Chris Cato.
And I'm Haley Hyde. There's a lot of good stuff to look forward to tonight. Let's get to it. From bone-chilling haunted houses to freaky frights and unexpected horrors lurking around every corner. Get ready for Howl-O-Scream at Busch Gardens and Seaworld.
But if enjoying a beautiful sunset is more your vibe, well, it's a good thing we live in paradise. Allow this little moment of zen here to set the tone for your weekend.
Moment over. Someone please tell this bear he's a little lost because wandering around apartment complexes is something the residents, I don't know if they expected to see, but you expected it because this is Florida Tonight.
Okay, that's a little freaky to some, and this is too. Let's get weird on this Friday. Prepare to face your darkest fears. And no, I'm not referring to a black olive and onion pizza.
That sounds oddly specific and personal. Just in time for the weekend, Howl-O-Scream is back at Busch Gardens and SeaWorld.
Yeah, our friend David Martin put on his scaredy pants to see what thrilling frights await us there.
Tonight, say hi to Adam Amore, who is a creator here at Busch Gardens. He's in charge of everything Howl-O-Scream. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, I'm great. You are now 24 hours away from opening Howl-O-Scream for the 2025 season. Are you excited?
I'm very nervous, but yes, very excited.
Yeah, it's a year-round job for you. I would be nervous too, because this matters for the park, doesn't it?
It does very much matter. It's something that we've kept up for a while. We were celebrating our 25th anniversary last year, so now we're in year 26. So we're just going to start amping it up because year 30 and 35, we're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So.
And you've been doing this for 12 years, and you try to top yourself every year. You've got 5 haunted houses this season. What are the names of those?
We have Mars, which is right here behind us, which is the Mars Alien Research Station. It's an acronym. We also have Ravens Mill, Lamb to the Slaughter. We also have Shadows of Wonderland, which is a returning new house from last year. We also have Stranglewood Estate with the updated storyline. And we also have Circus of Fear coming back for its 3rd year.
Wow, Circus of Fear. And then you have 5 scare zones that kind of connect it all together.
Yes, 5 scare zones, 2 returning from last year, Sawgrass Slaughter and Ragnar's Wrath. And then we have 3 brand new scare zones. One of them's actually based on Hansel and Gretel.
Cool, cool. And 2 shows, stage shows.
Yep, The Reckoning and Circuit Scream will be coming back to Stanleyville Theater and to Dragonfire Grill.
It runs Friday, which is September 5th?
September 5th through November 1st.
November 1st. Get your tickets online in advance. That's your recommendation?
Yeah, buschgardenstampa.com. You get your tickets there. You can get the Fear Pass, as well as getting to our other park in Orlando.
Yeah, the Fear Pass gets you skip the line kind of privileges.
Yeah, so you get that freaking Fear Pass, and then you can skip the line. You can go through that. Yeah, it's fun.
The way to do it. Adam Amore, thanks for your time.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we're going to send it back to you all in the studio.
Boy, that's a lot of screams.
I know. Someone was being tortured in there.
Yeah. Well, you know what else gets going tonight? Universal Orlando's fall edition of Volcano Bay Nights.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. If you've ever wanted to hang out in your swimsuit with Scooby-Doo and the gang, here's your chance.
The special after-hours event gives guests a chance to explore the water park at night with an autumn twist.
From 7 to 11 p.m., you can enjoy all the rides and slides with little to no wait and indulge in some delicious, exclusive snacks.
Dance to live music and interact with characters. Tickets start at $99 a person.
All right, time now for a look at what's making headlines across the state tonight.
Here is your Florida Roundup. We'll start in Escambia County, where this canine is putting training on pause for a picture. Canine walker stopped mid-action for a quick photo, and we think he nailed it. The sheriff's office says he's always professional, but never misses a chance to charm the crowd.
Go get him, Walker. All right, with school back in session, classroom supplies are always in need, and they are not cheap. That is why the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office raised more than $7,500 to buy supplies for students at 4 elementary schools. Volunteers went to Walmart and loaded up the shopping carts, from backpacks to uniforms, notebooks, everything a kid needs to succeed. Awesome job there, guys. Over
in Broward County, take a deep breath in and out. Look at this. My gosh, does it get any more beautiful than this? This gorgeous sunset was taken last night in Dania Beach, and we are here for all of these colors and, of course, this wonderful moment of zen.
Yeah, who says the East Coast doesn't get great sunsets? There you go.
Some of the best.
All right, keeping it in South Florida, many of us know all too well, a day at the ballpark, the football stadium, or the hockey rink can get expensive fast.
Yeah, between the hot dogs,
the beers,
the pretzels,
the beers, It all adds up. But it looks like the Marlins are giving baseball fans something to celebrate.
Yeah, $3 food. Hey, other pro teams take pointers, right?
Yeah, the Miami Marlins posted this video on TikTok reminding fans of their $3 deal. But to get it, you've got to buy a seat in section 36.
Oh, but boy, does this pair pretty well with some of their tickets going for $14, $20, sometimes even just $10. I love this.
Yeah, the downside is you have to watch the Marlins. Yeah, you don't have to stay for the whole game.
Right.
Go Rays.
Go Rays. There you go. You know who else loves cheap food? Our native black bears.
Yeah, sure. Everyone knows bears can't resist pawing through our garbage, probably looking for what? Honey buns, porridge, pub subs.
Oh, yeah.
It happened again in Orlando, just like it did in Springfield.
I'm sick of these constant bear attacks. It's like a freaking country bear jamboree around here.
Okay, Homer, that was a bit much. Springfield didn't have a bear attack, and neither did this neighborhood in Orlando. What they do have is a pretty cool story to tell.
Yeah, that bear was spotted wandering around an apartment complex. The little guy caught some residents who were outside a little off guard, but it meant no harm. Hear what those who saw the bear had to say.
I was surprised, but because I like bears, I said, "Oh, wow, how beautiful." And then I ran upstairs with my dog.
My sister calls him Winnie the Pooh, but I call him Thomas the Train Engine.
Some of the kids want to feed him honey. A kitty kid, but no, they're not supposed to do that.
Oh my gosh, every single one of them is gold. So cute. And props for the Mickey Mouse shirts on the first woman.
Of course.
You know it's Orlando.
I love Thomas the Train Engine. I mean, I think that's a perfect bear name.
Oh, yeah.
There he
Just
goes.
chugging along.
Yeah, FWC was called out to safely relocate the bear, who will henceforth be known as Thomas.
Heading over now to Naples, where a rescued bobcat is now a new mom.
Her official name, Bob 107. I know, not as great as Thomas. She was treated at the Naples Zoo for a fractured leg and was later released into the wild.
Well, since then, wildlife officials found out she gave birth to 2 healthy cubs. They've been carefully fitted with a radio collar so they can keep track of their journey.
Very cool. And speaking of babies, I think we need to have a moment here, not only to congratulate this Tampa Bay area mom,
but also give her a big round of applause. Here's why. Her baby was the size of 2 newborns. This is baby boy Anand. He was born on Wednesday at St. Joseph's in Riverview.
Wow, he is beautiful, and he is a big boy, weighing in at 13 pounds, 15 ounces. Hospital staff says he could be the biggest baby they've ever delivered there.
I'll bet more sweet, squishy, snuggly baby love. Oh my gosh, what a cutie. Both mom and son are doing just fine. Boy, congratulations to the growing family.
Yes, stock up on the groceries. We are also big babies here because we're wondering, why don't we have food in the studio tonight? I mean, guys, what's happening?
Just kind of getting used to it every night, especially on a night like tonight, National Cheese Pizza Day. Are you celebrating? All right, well, I wish we could get a slice from this pie or those pies. All of the pies ranked among the best pizza in the world, and that spot is right here in Florida, where all the good things are found. Of course, we're biased. Traditional deep dish, thin crust, Neapolitan, delivery, DiGiorno. Pizza comes in all shapes and sizes, and every single one is delicious.
I agree, Haley. You know, when it comes to pizza, we have an open door policy around here. That door, of course, being our mouths, especially on this National Cheese Pizza Day. A pie is the perfect way to end a Friday, and, you know, we all have our favorite spot to grab a slice or the whole pie.
Let's be real. The quintessential slice is a hot, thin, foldable, simple cheese slice from New York.
That's debatable.
Well, I'm more than happy to debate if it involves some taste tests.
You know, last year he did some taste testing. Barstool Sports CEO Dave Portnoy brought his famous pizza reviews to the Tampa Bay area.
Oh, out of nearly 24, he highlighted the Violet Stone in St. Pete, always well done in more ways than one, and Santoro's in Tampa. Now that is my ideal cheese
That is
slice.
a good one, yeah. He also sampled the wood oven baked pie at Venezia in Sarasota, and he complimented the solid undercarriage of the slices served up at the Nona Slice House in Safety Harbor.
Gotta have it. But the pizza pros have spoken, and a Pizzaiolo from Miami is a cut above the rest.
Yeah, the owner of La Natural was named one of the best pizza chefs in the whole world at this year's Best Pizza Awards in Milan.
But who needs to fly to Italy when you can taste it right in Miami? Joining us now in Florida tonight is Javier Ramirez, the owner of La Natural. And Javier, this is some supreme recognition. I want to go from the very beginning here. You got your start in finance. So what made you want to switch things around and get a slice of the pie in the pizza industry?
Thank you so much for the invitation. Yes, so I did start in finance. I worked in corporate finance for 20 years, but I've always loved cooking. Cooking has always been my passion. Every weekend I would, at night during the week or on the weekends, I would take off the suit and tie and just put on an apron and cook for friends, family. And it's always been my biggest passion. So that's how I eventually decided to get into the restaurant industry by opening a restaurant. And most recently, well, 5 years ago, I opened La Natural, the pizza place, which is now the subject of all this recognition.
Wow, that's when you know what you're meant to be, when you can't seem to keep yourself away from the kitchen and the pizza oven, and that is your happy place. And clearly, definitely, you have made a lot of people happy with this. What kind of response have you gotten since being named number 35 on the best chef pizzas, best pizzerias in the world?
It's been incredible. I mean, all the way from back home in Venezuela, where I'm originally from, born and raised, I received a large number of text messages, emails, phone calls from friends, family, people I went to school with. It's been incredible, honestly. It's something I was not really expecting at all, could not see coming, but I'm very, very grateful and very welcome to have received this award this year.
And I just love your whole story. You've been honored with Michelin's Bib Gourmand status 4 years now. Congratulations on that. But I understand all of this basically started in your own backyard. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so when I decided to get into the restaurant industry, the first couple of restaurants I opened in Miami were with other chefs. I didn't feel I was confident enough, or didn't actually have at that time a repertoire of my own, of plates or dishes that I could, feel confident enough to open a restaurant with. But with pizza, I definitely did, take it under my, make it my own and put a big effort to, in my own backyard. I bought a wood burning oven, and I decided to make it my own, create my own pizza recipe and pizza dough. And for around 2 years, that's what I did, until eventually, when the friends and family that came over for pizza parties were really impressed with this pizza. And that's when I said to myself, well, this is probably the time to now open a restaurant where I am the chef, and these pizzas are going to be the main dishes.
Yeah, and it's all about the dough. That is the key. You're known for your sourdough, cold fermented 48 hours, I believe. What makes your dough and all of your pies stand out?
Yeah, definitely. When I was bit by the sourdough revolution that started probably in California maybe 15 years ago, and then spilled over, of course, to every corner of the country, and here in Miami as well. And when I started to go on this pizza journey, the first question I asked myself is, well, can you make pizza dough with sourdough in the sourdough style? And the answer, of course, is yes, because pizza, at the end of the day, is dough and it's bread. So if you can make a loaf of bread with sourdough, then definitely any dough or any type of derivative of dough can be made in that format. So that's what I did. I created my own starter. I went down that route, and so that's the key component of our flavor, because sourdough definitely makes breads and doughs more flavorful. But I also researched a lot of the flours. The flours that you use in your dough. I tried most flours you can get your hands on, until I found some really good high quality whole wheat flours, which I add to my pizza dough, and that also helps add to the flavor of the dough. And then the amount of salt, a little bit of oil. There's a few other components and ingredients in there that end up doing the trick. But yeah, a lot of research, a lot of trying, and a lot of obsessing over creating a very tasty one.
Now, really quickly before we go, I have to ask you, do you have a perfect pie? Toppings? What if you could make one for yourself? What is your pizza?
Definitely, and that's, to me, is very straightforward. I mean, I'm a huge believer of the four, as a famous author wrote a book a few years back that eventually became a TV show called Acid, Fat, Salt, Heat. I'm a firm believer in those four pillars when it comes to flavors. So to me, the ideal pizza includes all those 4 components. The salt we already talked about. There has to be some salt, of course, sprinkled at the end of the pizza as well. The acid from the tomatoes, the good tomato sauce is key to that. Fat from a good cheese. I mean, in this case, it would be Parmigiano Reggiano. 48-month old will be ideal. And then some heat, of course, and it could be chili flakes. I mean, I like piment d'Espelette particularly. That goes super well on the tomato and with the cheese. So that to me is the perfect pie.
Oh, all right. Well, if I'm ever in the Miami area, I need to stop by, and I'm going to have that one. I love a little spice on the pizza, too. Thank you so much, Javier Ramirez, owner of La Natural. If you also are in the South Florida area, make sure you stop by so you can taste one of the best pizzas in the entire world. Javier, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, guys.
I mean, I could have talked to him all day.
I think he could have talked about pizza all day. I've never heard one describe his favorite pie in such glorious terms like that before.
It's a labor of love. That's the guy you want making your pizza.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, if you weren't craving pizza before, we are now.
Yeah, we sure are. And we want to hear from you, the people of Florida, our loyal Florida Tonight viewers. What is your favorite pizza place?
Yeah, let us hear from you. Email us your slice of pizza heaven at FloridaTonight@Fox.com. Can't wait to hear.
I'm a big Totino's guy. You know what else is red, white, and green aside from a great margarita pizza? Get ready to deck the halls with Mickey and friends. Wait a minute. What month is this? Looks like we're talking about Christmas in September. Next. You know, HH, wasn't it just a couple of weeks ago we were standing here, the hot summer sun blazing down outside, talking about Halloween celebrations at Disney in July?
Yes. And now on September 5th, it's time to talk about Disney Christmas.
How early is too early?
Never. It's never too early. Well, at least not for me. And Disney seems to feel the same way.
Yeah, let's just wake Mariah Carey from her slumber because it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas in September. Disney is giving us a look at some of the festive merch that fans can blow their money on.
All right, let's start with ornaments, shall we? Disney lovers can grab themselves some new and classic designs from Kermit, Miss Piggy, Pluto, Minnie Mouse riding Dumbo, even the Little Mermaid. Oh, I like that one.
There you go. All right, ready to make a festive fashion statement? We know Disney loves their sweaters. They've got plaid with Mickey Mouse right there. Aww. Very merry with castles and trees and snowflakes, oh my.
And there's also Santa and Mrs. Claus, Mickey and Minnie shirts, Santa Mickey mug, and a Donald long sleeve.
And if you need some home decor, don't worry. Disney's got you covered there, too, with stockings, gingerbread Mickey squishmallows, and how about a giant Santa Mickey purse?
Why not? If you're heading to the very popular, very festive Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, the Magic Kingdom, well, there's merch for that, too. Disney just dropped new Mickey ears, and you guessed it, a long sleeve.
Things we always need in Florida, right? Long sleeves. Hanukkah, Disney didn't forget about you.
All right.
There's something to gift for all 8 nights. Sweaters, festive mugs, a Hanukkah pin. But you won't be able to slay in this new holiday fashion just yet. This is just a preview. At least Disney is letting us get a little closer to Halloween before the merch becomes available.
Something to look forward to. Get some early holiday shopping. Well, still ahead, she is beauty, she is grace, she is Miss America, and she is in Orlando, but we're rooting on Miss Florida.
Describe your perfect date.
It's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
The perfect setup for this next story. Gotta love Miss Congeniality.
Perpetuating stereotypes.
Yes.
All right, the biggest pageant in the whole country is happening this weekend in Orlando. We are talking, of course, about Miss America. And even if you aren't into all the glitz and glam, we still got to cheer on Miss Florida.
Yes, 52 women represent every state in the U.S. along with Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico.
So preliminary rounds have already been held for the evening gown and talent events. Tonight is the biggie, though, the Miss America red carpet.
It all leads up to Sunday for the finals at the Dr. Phillips Center, where the remaining contestants will compete for the crown.
And that includes our very own Miss Florida, Paris Richardson.
Paris is incredible, such a role model. She grew up in Jacksonville. She graduated from UF with a bachelor's in public health and earned a master's degree in health admin.
Now, the last time Florida won the Miss America title was back in 2004. We've got to break that streak, and we know Paris is the one to do it. She was a top finisher in the health and fitness category in the prelims this week.
We are wishing Paris the best of luck. Go Team Florida. We're rooting her on.
All right, so I know we mentioned this before, but I've since learned that the hype for this concert is real.
Yeah, get ready to head to the year 3000 or maybe the Waffle House.
So, Joe Bro fans, listen up. Pre-sale for tickets begins tomorrow for a newly added concert date to see the Jonas Brothers on Monday, October 27th. They're back at the Kia Center in Orlando.
This show is following their sold-out show the day before. They'll be joined by another awesome band, the All-American Rejects. Yes.
Oh, yeah. When you see my face, I hope it gives you hell. Hope it gives you hell, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying that to you guys, but I'm glad you saw our faces tonight.
Yes. We hope it gives you
heavenly thoughts, and inspiration to get pizza for dinner.
Yes. Thank you so much for sticking with us watching Florida Tonight.
Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.